I've really been enjoying shooting on 35mm film again recently, but I've realized that I've never really covered the basics on this channel.
Okay, more music for you now. And did you know that more than 5 million vinyl records were sold in the UK last year? Sales are now at their highest for 30 years.
Over recent years, the news and my social media feed have been filled with stories about how people have a renewed appreciation for past items. Many people seem to be making the old into the new, but for me, the overwhelming majority of stories seem to be about photography, film, and music. I'm Jack Bell, and I'd like to take a better look into the massive rise in the appreciation of analogue products, and see why in an all-digital world we are looking for something different. I'll be speaking to the professionals that know their industry the best to find out what's happening in this rapidly changing technological landscape.
Yeah, so hi, we are Joe and Martin from Skiers Photographic. We started our business in 1990 started off as repairs actually, doing camera repairs, and then noticed a bit more market for new goods, so went into a bit of new, then realised we could service second hand, so did used to. And then obviously when we moved to bigger premises on the Wellingborough Road, we went to doing developing and printing too.
We've really seen a recent growth of people shooting film. Last year we set up the Mini Lab, which is now our sort of online portal, online website where people can send in their film via mail order, just because we're getting so many requests previously. The film numbers have shot up probably, we must be doing 80% more than we used to be doing, which is a massive growth from a few years back where it probably looked like it was kind of on its way out.
So we think part of this resurgence in film has been students and people that have never seen film photography before. You're still getting people that have used it before, even coming back to, so we've got people in their 40s that maybe did it as a child and now coming back to it like, oh, I love this, I can't know what it's all about, but a lot we'd say is sort of student age where they've never seen film before.
I think there's something different shooting film. It slows you down, it's not an instant process. You can't just instantly stick it on social media, hey look what I'm doing. So it slows people down, and it really sort of makes you think, makes you probably be a bit more creative. It's a tangible process, you actually get a physical thing which you don't with digital photography, and I think people will really like that, especially now if a lot of people tend to print from it as well, which gives you an actual physical thing. Even just the smell of like the dark room, you can't beat the smell of a dark room. And people, until you experience that, people really don't grasp it. And then once they've tried it, they don't go back.
There's something quite magic about watching a piece of paper go from blank to an image in a dark room. You just can't beat it.
It was so great meeting Joe and Martin from Skiers. Their entire staff are so knowledgeable about photography, and it's worth a visit, even if it's just to see some amazing cameras like this Linoff Technorama panoramic film camera that produces amazing looking images from a roll of 120 medium format film. Film photography has seen a massive boom in demand recently, but not as large as record sales. So I went down to Spun Out while in Northampton to see from the owner himself what had caused this.
Hi, my name's Chris Kent. I'm the proprietor at Spun Out, the main record shop in Northampton, and we have been here for 23 years now, selling alternative items, including a lot of records. A lot of people will have, younger people especially, or older people coming back to vinyl, will have memories of piles of records and being a big part of a character. Somebody's persona is to some degree weighed in their musical taste, and it's a very apparent thing when you've got walls of vinyl in front of you that you can leaf through and see, oh wow, Uncle Fred was into that, was he now? That's unbelievable. So that kind of physical presence, it's got a weighty impact, and obviously that coupled with the fact it's not just a collecting thing, this thing is a physical presence that you can listen to and actually gain an added experience from the sound quality that you get from vinyl. It kind of hits on a lot of different fronts. You know, you look at the artwork on the front of it is, you know, it's a small poster. It is something that can be mounted on walls. There's numerous reasons why it attracted both a younger audience and attracted people who had some of this stuff on CD or whatever, but actually liked the idea of having it on vinyl again.
It seems whoever you speak to, when asked to justify their choice for Analogue, words like tangible and magic are used. Clearly there is a strong consumer interest in analogue photography and music. But what might be the biggest sign that we don't want to say goodbye to Analogue yet is 5 out of the 6 major movie studios have signed a massive commitment to companies like Kodak to keep production of motion picture film going. I visited Stephen Nelson, an award-winning director of photography, who has shot films on everything from a Super 8 camera to the latest digital cinema cameras, to continue to get a better insight as to what's happening.
I don't know, it's just something in my heart that sticks to film. It's where I've grown up, and so that's what I love about film. I love the imperfectness of the process of acquiring and capturing, you know, the grain, how it moves, how it affects, like how you get a bit of sparkle on the film or something, I get a bit of dirt on it. It's all organic, it's texture, whereas with digital it can feel very clean, and okay, you can throw grain onto digital stuff, you can make it look like film. But I love the tonality of film. I love, you know, the highlight roll off, I love the skin tones. I love the feel of it, and silver halide and doing things to the film. Everyone goes, well, you can do that in post now. You can emulate bleach bypass or cross-processing from a digital camera and do it in post. It's like, cool, I don't want to. In the past couple of years, I think, yes, I have seen a difference in people's perception of film. And I think one of the things, which might sound a bit cynical, is that it's a way to sort of separate yourself out. Oh, well, I've shot on film. There's a prestige to it.
And finally, I thought we should finish up on the most important question. Where do you see the future going?
I mean, it's a very hard question whether the interest in physical product for music has longevity or not. It's lasted this long, and as I said, I have numerous customers who've stuck with it through all the phases of of popularity, and I've seen a commitment from even the youngest age groups who are getting into it that I'd say is it's more than just a passing fad for them. It's a passion, you know. So I'd say it's got legs.
I think the future of film photography, I think people are doing 35mm. I think it will go medium format personally. I think people realise that the quality is there. Let's now see what medium format's all about and push it to the next level.
I think it's going to continue to rise as well, because people are sort of questioning, is it going to be a sort of, has it reached that peak? But we kind of seem to be at that peak, and then we keep going, and it's kind of, I think that there's good promise that it will continue to grow and be used, and I can't see it going anywhere anytime soon.
I hope film doesn't die out. I hope it doesn't. I don't know, like I say, there's something burned into me, but I think Kodak have really got a hold of it now, and they're doing well to kind of keep the production affordable, the production of film affordable, so I'm hoping it'll be around for a few decades more, at least until I'm gone. And then the next generation can do what they want to do.
This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what there is to say about this subject. I hope you enjoyed this short documentary, and if it's left you wanting more, you can view the full interviews of all my guests via the link on screen now. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you there. Yeah, is there anything you want to add, or I mean, I think I've
come to spun out.
Yeah.